So ever since coming to Syracuse, I've met all types of people. Just the other day, I got to ride in a Tesla. I told this girl, dude, your car is sick. She said, oh, thanks. I have to swap out for my BMW before it snows. I was like, I totally know what you mean. I have to refill the antifreeze in my 2006 Ford Focus. So we go to get some coffee, she offers to pay, and then we head back to the Tesla. As she stands in front of me in her $2,000 Canada Goose jacket next to her Tesla Model X, she says, okay, just Venmo me the $2.13. Forgot to mention, she'd paid with her parents' credit card. This guy I was once dating told me his parents are adding a home movie theater in the basement. I was like, wow. He was like, no, it's terrible. So I was like, oh, yeah, consumerism. And he was like, no, it's a mess. Now me and my friends have to play video games in the living room. Or I guess we could use the TV in my room. So then I started to tell him about my house. He said, oh, okay, a two-family home. So are they connected on the inside, like those conjoined hotel rooms? We didn't last very long. He was shorter than me anyways. Because of my height, people have been telling me my whole life that I should play basketball. So when I was in high school, I decided to try out for the team. I was so excited. I was dreaming about tryouts for weeks beforehand. And I step into the gym and immediately someone throws me the ball. That was the moment that I remembered. I've never held a basketball before in my entire life. So people are yelling, pass the freaking ball. And I'm like, buddy, if I could, I promise you I would. So I'm thinking, all right, I can do this. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Hey, I'm actually doing it. And that's when I hear traveling. What? I wish I was traveling. Maybe a nice ski trip or a tropical getaway. That was the end of my basketball career. So moving away to college was a major adjustment. You know how in kindergarten you'd go up to someone and say, look at this rock I found. And they would say, whoa, cool rock. Want to be my best friend? The first week of college is a lot like that. So me and my roommate Kathy went through all of the basics. How late at night do you normally stay up? Do you shower in the morning or the evening? Do you hate gay people? No? Okay, great. And then we ventured out to meet the other people on our floor. Every 18-year-old boy's dorm room looks exactly the same, honestly. Every single one of them has some form of blue checkered bedspread, and they all have exactly one wall decoration. Either it's sports memorabilia, an American flag, or a Saturdays are for the boys flag. And that's it. There's nothing else in their room. So then that night, me and Kathy went to our first college party, and Kathy got really drunk. So we stumbled back to our dorm at 2 a.m., and who gets on the elevator the same time as us but the RA? Man, like something out of the book of John, Kathy turns to him and starts speaking in tongues. Deadass, she gives a full monologue in fluent French. The RA lets her finish, and then he says, Kathy, while speaking a foreign language while shit-faced is impressive, your conjugation needs work. B-. Those first couple of weeks of college, I was really missing home, especially my parents. I was like crying about it every night. But then I went home. My mother has a way with words. Before we even left the airport, she said, so do you have a boyfriend yet? And then when we got home, she asked me how often I've been going to church, and I burst out laughing. Oops. She looked like I had just kicked her puppy, so she took me to church on Christmas Eve, and I decided I should make an effort to take it seriously. I put on my nicest dress, I sat in a little pew, and the priest started to talk about the birth of Christ. Oh, wait, yeah, that's what this holiday is about, I forgot. And then it came time to pray, which I hadn't done in a really long time. So I got on my knees and I said, hey God, it's been a while. How have you been? And that was when I noticed someone staring at me. So my head starts reeling. Why is she staring at me? Do I know her from somewhere? Oh my God, am I not supposed to be kneeling right now? And that was when I noticed, wait, that girl's really fucking hot. And trust me, the irony of my lusting after a hot girl in a Catholic church is not lost on me. So I decided to give prayer one last ditch effort. I clasped my hands as tight as possible, raised my eyes to the heavens, and prayed, "Dear God, please help me control my libido." But, alas, they must have had more important things going on up there because I got her number. Thank you.
Look, Tony, I'll tell you the story. My father taught me there's nothing more honorable than serving America. So when I turned 18, I signed up to serve. By working at Wendy's. We'd get all types in there. This was during those big anti-vax movements, and I swear the way this man was talking, he thought I was about to give him the shot. Don't put that goddamn thing in. First, I don't get paid enough for this shit. Second, it's a goddamn straw and a goddamn Frosty. I started pulling out the straw, and he took that as a threat. Anyways, that's how I almost got shot by an AR-15. After dealing with enough of those psychos, I quit and worked at Subway. But these were a different type of loonies. They wanted to make conversation. This one time, this Southern belle walked in with a frilly dress straight off the plantation. Keep in mind, this was in Vermont. Then she started talking in tongues. Where are y'all from? Where are y'all from, Tony? Y'all? It's just me and you, lady. She let me make you a sandwich. But she kept talking, and she was beautiful. She ordered a spicy Italian. No jalapenos. Chipotle sauce. Extra banana peppers. Tony, she ordered extra banana peppers. Anyways, that's how I met your mother.
Making smashed potatoes for the holidays is easy ladies' work, they say. You just smash and salt and stir and you're done. Us wives, well, we've been smashing those taters for years. We know how to smash them good. So the one year my husband gets a bum leg. He can't leave the house no more. He can't go to work. He can't do the chores. I gotta milk the cows for him. Our oldest daughter, is just old enough this year to start helping with the housework. So I put her to work changing diapers while I go milk the cows. But the potatoes, she's just too small and fragile to mash them. So I put my husband on that. He's got the muscle. I say, listen here, I'm going to go milk the cows for you, and you're going to smash those potatoes, but be sure to smash them well. No one likes a chunky mashed potato. He says, I know how potatoes get smashed. Don't tell me how to do an easy task like that. So I go milk the cows. I come back. The potatoes are smashed. He goes, see? Easy. Well, at dinner later that night, my youngest goes, Mama, the potatoes are chunky. And with a smile on my face, I look her in the eye and I say, yo, Daddy smashed those potatoes. Take it up with him. And be thankful you have a mama who knows how to smash potatoes the right way. And I look at my husband and I say, not so easy, was it? And that shut him up pretty good for the rest of the night.
Children, thank you all for coming to the Senior Center today. I have a story I want to share with all of you. I'll never forget those damn animatronics. Your generation, you just don't get it. My grandson always likes to say, Grandpa, ha ha, you have to carry a phone. Grandpa, ha ha, you had to use batteries. All this nonsense from you young people. But let me tell you what we had. It was happiness. It was the fall of 2007. And I just turned 5. So to celebrate, my mother took me to Chuck E. Cheese. I don't remember the sights, or maybe I do, but I certainly don't remember the smells. I do remember that this big gray elephant, what I thought it was at the time, with this big grin, walked out and started dancing. Now remember, this was my birthday party, not a psychedelic trip. It did this twirl and giggled and it kept doing it, and I didn't know what the hell to do. It said my name is Chuck E. Cheese, and I gave my name back too. Now, this was a different time. Cameras weren't commonplace. We had to live in the moment then. Those robots you call bad today, those were our happiness, our entertainment. So after the second twirl, its friends came out, and they were all different shapes. One was a dragon, one was some other animal. I don't know. Maybe they were, I don't know. My memory is gone. Like, I asked my mom for SpongeBob. That was my first word, except it went more like PunchBob. She didn't respond. Instead, she pushed me to go up on the stage. So I go up there, all of a sudden, I'm there, I'm with Chucky, I'm with his friends. And they start dancing and doing the twirls he was doing. But the lights, they were beating down on me. It's like I was being burnt again. Except my dad showed up sober this time. It was really my birthday. That was the greatest gift. But, you might be asking, what's the point of this story? And I want to share this with you because I don't think you young people get told this enough. With age, you learn honesty. So today, I'm going to be honest, and I have a confession to make. But don't go run off and tell Caroline when you go to the next person at the senior center, we have a date tonight. It's a little bit embarrassing. So the confession. When I was 5 years old, I pissed myself on the stage at Chuck E. Cheese. I'm not proud of this. I've never told this to anybody, but I decided to share this with you today. Young people, go take the world.
Oh, sorry, do I need to take off my belt? Oh, no. Okay, you don't think it would be my IUD? Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. You're the TSA. You have to do a search. It's over here. Oh, okay. Do you mind if I... Thanks. Gee, you could at least buy me dinner first. Oh, I don't have to strip. Oh, okay. That's good. Ooh, this is the most action I've gotten in a year. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. Or I guess I must have taken it off for the metal detector, but 12 years. You know what's crazy? How time flies. You're in college and you blink and suddenly you're shopping for a sofa in an Ashley Furniture home store and you have a Consumer Reports in one hand and a book of fabric samples in the other. We were watching a movie on that sofa the other night. He and I were, and honestly, I spent most of it on Pinterest, but then my phone died. And, it's this big romantic movie, and at the end, this guy, gets on one knee, pops up in the ring box, and he says, "I still don't believe in marriage, but I believe in you." And he proposes. And I got married at 19. Might have been stupid, but we did it. And I'm sitting here watching this movie, and for the first time in 12 years, I'm asking myself, do I believe in marriage? Do I believe in this man? I think I do. I believe in him to stick around. I believe in him to want the best for me. I believe in him to be a good dad. We've been trying for a while, but I'm sure once it turns out he'll be a great dad. I don't I don't know why I said that we're trying. I don't have to lie to you. He thinks we are. He even picked a name. Alex. But he doesn't. He doesn't know about the IUD. Last night was our anniversary. This is our anniversary trip, actually, and so I'm sitting on our bed, and there are candles everywhere, and he's playing our wedding song. You know, the one, how could a heart like yours ever love a heart like mine? And he sits on the edge of the bed, and this awful expression settles on his face. His eyes are sunken, and he has wrinkles where he usually doesn't, and he looks so tired. And he looks up at me. Oh, thank you. He looks up at me, and I must have looked upset, because he takes my hand, both of his, and he looks me in the eye. And he says, "You know how I promised I would follow you anywhere?" And I say, "Yeah." And he says, "Whether we have Alex now, 5 years from now, or never, my promise stands. I will follow you anywhere." Sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you all of this. If you're done, I should go. It's just that when I go out there, I have to look him in the eye. And I have to look him on the eye and then follow him on this trip to Cabo and pray to God that we have a good time. And maybe I remember how I ever found him beautiful. And maybe I remember how I ever fell in love with him. And maybe I remember that he's a good man, the best I've ever had, and that ought to be enough, but it's not. It's not. And if it's not okay, then I should leave, but I don't know how. I don't know how to look this man in the eyes and tell him that I haven't wanted to follow him in a long, long time. I don't know how to tell him that I never wanted kids, and I certainly don't want his. So I'll just keep following him. I will follow him anywhere, because I don't know how to leave. Yeah, I know. I should go. Goodness. Wait. What if you found something bad, like, I don't know, like heroin? You'd have to arrest me, right? I couldn't go. I wouldn't be able to go. I wouldn't have to go. Please.
I have never understood being gay and Catholic at the same time. It's like waiting outside a club with a fake ID. You might get in, but there's a really huge rule that says that you can't. Everyone also says it's really fun, but it's just like lonely people looking to go drink a little. I mean, I think that's what church is. But at least tequila's quicker than the blood of Christ. They just expect gay people to be outside like, oh my god, I really hope I get in. Oh my god, don't worry, you're fine. They never check. I hooked up with the guy at door. I don't want to wait to get entrance into your gay little club. I have my own gay little clubs, and they have cool lights and fun music. What do you have? Cheap wine and guilt tripping? If I wanted that, I'd buy a box of Franzia and call my mom. When I was 14, my friend's mom was really religious and really fucking stupid. And on a car ride one time, she asked me, we're in a Honda Civic. So Chris, you're gay. What does that mean? It means I like Gaga and I can't parallel park. What the fuck else could it mean, Heather? I tried telling her Jesus was gay one time. He hung out with 12 guys and then got nailed by a bunch of other ones. Like, oh, but Mary Magdalene, you're thinking. Yeah, the one woman he hung out with? Easy. She was the first hag. Mary Magdalene, if you will. My friend's mom got really, really upset. She was like, the Bible says Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Well, Heather, I'm pretty sure it also doesn't say Heather and Dave, both on their third marriage, already getting divorced, but what do I know? I know that Jesus was fucking gay, and I know Judas was too. Like, in the Bible, when he goes to rat out Jesus to the Pharisees, and he's like, the one I kiss is the one you seek. Like, bro, you could have just said, it's that guy. Like, the Catholics say Judas's sin was betrayal, but I say Judas's sin was cowardice. Because if you're gonna be gay about it, be fucking gay about it. Like, if I ever have to rat someone out, I'm gonna one-up Judas. I'm gonna do what Judas didn't have the courage to do, which is this. Officer, the one I swallow is the one you see. And then he'll just have to watch, like, until we're done, so it's like, psh, arrest him! And then he'll probably arrest me for public indecency, which would honestly just be homophobic.